Hello there guys, it's Joey, and this is going to be a guided meditation for connecting to the energy of the tree Alder or the Ogham Fearn. Apologies for this video being slightly late. I've been suffering a little bit and I needed some time out with my health, and I just wanted to give my body the time it needed to rest and recover. So this is actually outside of the Celtic month, as we have entered now the Celtic month of Willow. However, I still think it's important to have the connection video, the meditation, to the tree. And we really use the Celtic calendar of trees just as a guide, as a helpful tool in which to connect to those energies anyway. It's more of a structure thing than it is a hard, fast rule. The Celtic tree calendar, as people are likely aware, is possibly put forward by Graves in his book based on Celtic research, and is a more modernised Celtic tool anyway. Not to say that it doesn't have a fantastic structural value and a value to our modern sensibilities particularly, because it does. So before we get started, you want to make sure that you're somewhere comfortable and safe, and that you're not going to be interrupted. You may or may not wish to have a focal point like the one I have, and the one in front of you has actual alder seeds and branches, garnets, and a deep purpley red candle. If you want to burn incense, I always suggest going with something that you find pleasant and calming. You don't have to have any of these tools in front of you, they just may or may not help give you a focal point. And when we talk about opening our eyes with regards to the meditation, it's about visualizing that in front of you. So if you want to keep your eyes closed for the entire meditation, then by all means do, and just imagine, envisage that you open your eyes and are seeing the things in front of you that will be described as part of the guided meditation. So make sure you're comfortable and uninterrupted and all those good things. So I will pause for a moment and then we will go through the guided meditation for Alder. Many blessings. With your eyes closed, you reach out your senses to feel your environment. You place your hands by your sides and feel warm, dusty ground beneath your fingertips. You push back and find yourself sitting against a warm, large tree. You know that it is an alder tree, although you are not sure how you know this. You stretch your legs out in front of you and give them a little stretch, and you stretch your back and get yourself feeling limbered up and comfortable. As you open your eyes, you're back in the forest clearing. There is a large sandy circle at the corners of which, if you like, there are bonfires. Further back are all of the trees of the forest, a safe distance away from the bonfires themselves. It is twilight and the sun is beginning to set. In this beautiful between time of dusk, the bonfires are helping to light the space, and you can feel the warmth and the crackle and the smell of the wood burning. It's comforting and warm, and something primal beckons within these flames, and you sit happily and watch them dance for a while. You see a flicker of movement suddenly at the corner of your eye, and you turn to look, and you see a beautiful red fox weaving in and out of the trees. And as you turn away from the fox, as he disappears again, All at once, a male figure has appeared within the centre of the circle, within the centre of the bonfires. He's illuminated by the flickering fire and appears to be wearing a deep, dark red leather armour. It is embellished with crow feathers in the stitching. He doesn't pay you any mind, and instead draws symbols into the floor. Surrounding him are staves. They were not there before. They could be branches of an alder tree. Come forward, he beckons. You stand up and walk to the outer circle where all the staves are, not sure whether or not you should stay outside of that circle or enter into it. A light rain begins to fall. It's only very gentle, but it fizzes against the bonfire, and you notice it gently fall against the leather of this warrior's armour. Still, he doesn't pay you much mind as you hang about on the outside of the staves. The fox from before has come to your side. He sits by you and looks at you and looks at the warrior. The warrior smiles. In his hands he holds a wooden stave and a wooden shield, and he places these in front of you inside the circle. Which would you choose? He asks. You are not sure, and you look at him and the fox, but no meaning is forthcoming, and so you say simply, I'm not sure. I did not come here to fight. The warrior smiles at you. Follow the fox's lead, he tells you. Walk the line between the shadows and disappear from sight. Vanish inwards, for this is where the true battle lies. This is why you came here. There is no war to be had here on this arena floor, but instead inside your very heart. Be silent and stealthy, and watch yourself with all the cunning that you possess. Turn it inward, and seek to be a better warrior, a better spiritual warrior, and seek the balance between shield and stave. You are unsure as whether or not you should still enter the circle. Would that be a challenge? Instead, you do what the warrior suggested and look inward. Looking at who you are. Who is the spiritual warrior inside of me? What is the cause that I would fight for? How do I balance myself between action and reaction, between war and peace, between the flames and the waves of me? I must seek to walk the balance, walk the line, to be invisible and visible at the same time, to understand the message that the fox wishes to teach me and that the older Fearn warrior wishes to convey. You open your eyes and ask him, how can I be the best spiritual warrior that I can be? And the older spirit laughs and says, there is always a choice between what is right and what is easy, and you alone can make the choice. Go now, think on these things. And in time, you can pass through the circles as you were always meant to do. You bow respectfully to the Fearn warrior and thank him, and return to your spot by the tree. You lean back against that warm bark and close your eyes again. You are grounded. You are safe. Many blessings.